You know, in any sport, if you don't have fans, then it's just an intra-squad. So it's so exciting to travel. A lot of enthusiastic, passionate, unconditionally loving fans. And that's exactly what we had at our national championship. There were a lot of them. They filled the arena, and they helped us bring that Bruin bubble magic to the arena. It's really important that every time we do gymnastics, we just take a moment before we start it to be grateful. Someone brought to my attention that it was great that we were starting on floor because our team does its best when we're loose, and that looseness comes from when we dance and we hear music, and we're filled with the spirit that comes with dance and music. And so he said, you know, the fact that we're starting on floor is going to start you off in that mindset that you're going to want to have throughout the entire meet. You know, the vaulting event gets done over quickly. It was really important that we took that moment to get our Bruin bubble back and really tight, and they never lost it from that moment to the rest of the meet. Chris came into the locker room on the bye before bars, and he was a maniac. And he just went crazy and just told them, we are athletes. We're in this competition to win it, and we are not giving up. It was passionate, it was powerful. That is what ignited them to go to bars and put in the best bar performance they've had all year. So excited for Janae. She's worked so hard since literally the first day she got here as a freshman. And for her to receive a 10 from one judge was her national championship title on that event. Sad that it's gone. The sport of gymnastics is losing Pang's effervescence and what she does and how she does it. I really believe she does gymnastics in a way that nobody else in the world has ever done it and probably never will do it. But watching her be able to go out and hit the top of the wooden pyramid of competitive greatness was just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Kyla to finish, to follow up with the same performance was absolutely amazing. And it just really hit me. I took a page out of Chris Waller's coaching book and I went absolutely crazy on them. Grace Glenn looked at me with eyes of steel, and I knew that she was ready to go out and do the best beam routine she'd done all year. Maddie Koshin went up after that. She was a little bit off on her series, and that's what happens in sport. But she came down, and like a champion, she immediately went up to Brielle and said, I know you've got this. Kudos to Brielle. She's never competed in a national championship before. She started dancing before she saluted the judge. And I knew at that moment she would hit a great routine. Caitlin came up to me and just looked me dead in the eyes and said, Miss Val, this is where we thrive. And I knew from then on, Caitlin, Kyla, and Pang were gonna nail it. I was just really happy we could leave with no regrets. I honestly was hoping that we could finish third. I have zero proclivity for math, so I had no idea where we were, and I just was like, let's just pretend like we can still win this thing. She finished, and Chris comes running over to me and screaming, saying, we're gonna win this meet. As soon as I saw the TV cameras running over, I was like, I've been through this before. I know when TV cameras come over, that means that you've won. And then the girl started crying and pointing up the scoreboard. And then I'm looking up the scoreboard, and when I finally saw the score, it still didn't sink in. And I kept thinking that someone's gonna come over any second and just burst our bubble and tell us they added the scores up wrong. That lasted a long time. That lasted all the way through the party last night. I kept expecting a phone call. Thank God it didn't, and the scores were right. So I guess we really did win this thing.